Hey guys, so this is the Roseselsa Distant Mountain, a retro-styled on-ear headphone that is built exceptionally well for the price, looks even better and doesn't sound bad at all. Is it perfect? Nope. But does it hold value? Absolutely. So let me explain. So the Roseselsa Distant Mountain comes in a rather large packaging, as you can see here, and inside the box you get the user manual, this interesting anime stand that may find a place in my room, the braided cable that has MMCX connectors on one end, an inline microphone with a multifunction control button, and it ends in a 3.5mm stereo jack. You get an extra pair of foam ear caps, and of course you get the Roseselsa Distant Mountain headphones themselves. Now as for the key specs, the Distant Mountain houses a 40mm dynamic driver and has an impedance of 32 ohms, making them quite easy to drive. So a portable and inexpensive DAC like this is all you need to power these and make sure they sound their very best without leaving anything in the tank. And as always, the ones that I personally use will be linked in the description below. Now the appearance and build are quite literally the best thing about the Distant Mountain, and honestly in today's age of minimal design aesthetics and literally the same design language everywhere, this unit is a refreshing change and absolutely turns heads when worn in public out of sheer appreciation. It looks extremely classy with a slim stainless steel headband that can be adjusted with the help of precise grooves marked on either side. The headband is covered with genuine lambskin for those who care about such details, and once again the feel is fantastic. Now they come with soft ear pads which they call breathable, but if the weather is humid, your ears might start to sweat and feel a bit suffocated after a while. Now on the headphones themselves, there are vents that are used for better soundstage and ventilation, and the look and feel once again is simply excellent. Now the clamp force is not skull crushing, and with the correct headband length, it should provide a comfortable fit. Now one major flaw in this design is that this headphone is not going to swivel, so it's fixed in place. Only thing you can adjust is the length of the headband. So you cannot make those micro adjustments, and nor do these adjust to the shape or slope of your ears. So I think that is something they should have incorporated in this design. And as for the inline microphone, here is an unedited audio clip of how it sounds. So the sound you're hearing right now is being directly recorded using the inline microphone of the Roseselsa Distant Mountain. So what do you think? Does it sound clear? Let me know in the comments. Alright, back to the video. Now the MMCX connectors can sometimes be a hassle to attach and detach to the headphones themselves, but I guess that can be attributed to subtle manufacturing variations. But once these are attached to the headphones, they are very secure and don't come off easily. Now as for the cables, while these don't feel super premium, then again the fact that these are braided cables is kind of like a saving grace because it is better and feels more robust than your typical silicone coated ones. So yes, I feel like these can stand the test of time. Alright, now let's talk about the main criteria, which is obviously its audio quality. Now as you know, any sound that you hear is made up of three major frequencies: the highs, the mids and the lows. The highs or the treble response where the really sharp sounding instruments are, the mids where the vocals are, and the low end or the bass response. Alright, starting off with the highs or the treble response. The treble response on these have decent sparkle with acceptable detail retention. The highs are mostly balanced and have an acceptable level of extension that doesn't overdo it to sound harsh or sibilant. Then again, it is also track dependent, but you're mostly safe. Instruments are clearly and individually audible in the high frequencies and sound authentic for the most part. Overall, the highs have a mostly balanced response with good sparkle and sound quite authentic. Next up, we have the mid frequencies where the vocals are. Now the mids would be the weak point of this headphone, as while it sometimes sound a bit forward and neutral for the most part, the upper mids make male vocals sound shouty, thin and a bit hollow on some tracks. Female vocals sound much better though, and depending on the track, vocals may sometimes sound a bit recessed as well. Now instruments sound fairly good, but I would have wanted some more lower mid depth and warmth to make them sound fuller and richer. And finally we get to the low end or the bass response. Now the lows on these obviously are mid-bass focused. Honestly, for a pair of on-the-ear headphones, they do an impressive job of providing that thump and punch. Now of course you will not get that sub-low rumble, and the texture of the bass is acceptable. Sometimes the bass sounds more forward than the vocals, but not in a way that it makes vocals sound muffled. So you get an impressive bass response keeping in mind the on-ear design of the headphone, and it makes the overall listening experience more impactful. Now the soundstage on these are quite okay, not too narrow, and have decent imaging. Alright guys, just to summarize, the Roseselsa Distant Mountain is a beautifully crafted headphone that blends a retro minimalist design with excellent quality and a slight V and sometimes W sound signature. The sound, while not extraordinary, is still something that's great for casual and easy listening, and when you want to refresh your appearance with something that gives off retro vibes, the Distant Mountain has got you covered. So there you have it guys, that was my review of the Roseselsa Distant Mountain on-ear headphones. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have any other questions regarding this, do hit me up in the comment section below. As always, the link to this, the DACs that I use, and many other in-ear monitors and audio accessories will be placed in the description for your convenience, and I would really appreciate if you use those and help me run this channel so that I can produce more such high quality and helpful content just for you guys. So thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video, leave a comment, and I'll catch you guys very soon in the next one. Cheers.